The Gates of Birth and Death, a Multiversal Odyssey 1. The Gates, the multiverse, is a tapestry of realities, each governed by its own laws and miracles. To enter a universe, you must pass through its gate. Birth, a violent, necessary reshaping. Arrive as you were in a previous world, and your form would collapse, evaporate under alien sunlight, or suffocate in incompatible air. The gate molds you, gives you lungs, skin, and bones suited to its logic. The exit is death, but not all gates function. Some universes have broken entrances. No children are born, their populations dwindling into silence. Others have shattered exits, trapping souls in purgatorial tides. Guides exist here, parents to teach newcomers the rules. 2 guides are ideal, though not all succeed. Those who fail leave their charges lost, fumbling through a world they don't understand. But the gates are more than passages. They are alive, and they are breaking, too. Lucas, the boy who remembered Lucas Miller, was born screaming in a Munich hospital, fists clenched as if trying to grip a memory. His mother called him altseele, old soul, for the way his blue eyes seemed to recognize things, the hum of the MRI machine, the staccato rhythm of raindrops on glass. Flashes of his past lives haunted him. A desert where wind carried whispers in a language of clicks and hums. A city of mirrored spires, light moving like liquid through its veins. A war fought with symphonies, the losing side's notes unraveling into screams. But memory requires anchors, and this world offered none. By age 6, the visions faded, replaced by schoolyards and his father's stern voice. Then at 16, Lucas died. A car skidded on black ice. Metals screamed, then nothing, then everything. 3. The Watcher's Lucas woke in a body that wasn't his, under a sky the color of burnt honey. Trees pulsed with inner light. People spoke without mouths, their words blooming directly in his mind. He'd been here before. He soon learned the truth. Death was not an end, but a return ticket. Each rebirth scrubbed him clean, yet fragments remained. Over cycles uncountable, Lucas lived and died across realities. A warrior poet in a realm where music could shatter mountains. A librarian in a universe where books rewrote themselves based on the reader's soul. A ghost in the Watcher's dimension, a place of cold mirrors and hungering light where beings of folded consciousness spied on lesser worlds. The Watchers called themselves the Unveiled. They believed their ability to peer between worlds made them gods. But their true gift was theft. They infiltrated universes, living entire lives to gather intelligence before exploiting weaknesses, poisoning the Symphony War's musical language, burning the library of soul's oldest texts, embedding Earth with divine commandments to soften humanity for harvest. Yet their fatal flaw was arrogance. They never imagined rebellion from outsiders or their own kind. 4. The Hallowed, not all Watchers were conquerors. Some grew sickened by the predation. These dissidents, called the Hallowed, had tried to carve empathy from their hearts. They failed. They found Lucas after his 9th death, appearing as shimmering distortions in a rainforest universe where trees grew upside down. "You're the one who remembers," said Nyx, a Hallowed who'd lived 12 lives on Earth as a nun, a physicist, and a jazz musician. She taught Lucas to anchor his memories to sensory triggers, the taste of apricots, the smell of petrol, the chord progression of Clair de Lune. Together they plotted the memory trade. Hallowed spies leaked the Watcher's invasion schedules. The Gatekeeper's betrayal. In the Library of Souls, a Hallowed named Vale mislabeled sacred texts as useless. When Watchers tried burning them, the books fought back, ink becoming blades, words becoming fire. The paradox. Hallowed infected the Watcher's network, making them see themselves being watched. Paranoia fractured their unity. But defiance came at a cost. Captured Hallowed were unwoven, their consciousness scattered across dead worlds, forced to relive the suffering they'd failed to prevent. 5. The war for the Gates. Lucas' final life brought him full circle. Reborn in Munich, now with the eyes of a soldier who died 100 times. This time he remembered everything. The Watchers were coming, their target, Earth's gate. If they controlled it, they could flood the universe with armies, stripping it of its miracles. Children's laughter that mended time, poets' verses that healed wounds, the silent language of shared dreams. But Lucas had allies. Rebels from conquered worlds gathered in the in-between, A Symphony War survivor whose voice could shatter crystal. A librarian carrying a book that wrote itself with the reader's fears. Nyx now unwoven, her voice a faint echo in Luca's mind. Their plan was simple and suicidal: destabilize the Watchers' home gate during their invasion. Severed from their power source, the Watchers would be trapped in the worlds they'd sought to plunder. 6. The unraveling, the battle raged across realities. In the Symphony War, rebels weaponized a love ballad, its notes piercing Watchers' frequency shields. In Earth, children's laughter, amplified by hollowed tech, eroded the invaders' corporeal forms. Lucas confronted the Watchers' general in the Library of Souls, where books bled ink like venom. The general sneered, "You think sight makes you our equal?" "No," said Lucas, "but memory does." He triggered the paradox. The Watchers' gate flared, then imploded, a black hole devouring their crystalline citadels. Survivors screamed, trapped in dying universes, finally forced to feel mortality. 7. Aftermath: the gate stabilized. For now, Lucas sits today on a Munich park bench, an old man feeding pigeons. He remembers all his lives, the taste of alien air still sharp on his tongue. The hollowed whisper to him sometimes, their voices carried by rustling leaves or distant sirens. They are not gone, Nyx warns. The Watchers are patient. They will return. Lucas smiles. Let them come. The gates endure. Births still scream. Deaths still sting. Parents still guide their charges, some better than others. And in the spaces between, a boy with old soul eyes waits, ready to fall again and again through the fracture lines of existence. For what are gods if not travelers who've forgotten how to fear? The end.